All right, so we're live finally after a lot of issues. Internet got shut down, not because of bill paying, because my wife was cleaning in the living room and happened to accidentally unplug it. But it's fine. We're back on live, and we're here to answer any of the questions about the Trivia Underground League that you may have for us today. David Lopp, Jeremiah Hamilton. I don't know, creator of the league and now commissioner again after a long term of being the champion of the league and being dethroned. Well, I can live with it. I'm actually going to be happier to commentate for this tournament. So,
yeah.
That's exactly why I started the league in the first place. I thought I was a better commentator, and I thought that all my friends could come in here and kill that movie trivia. Well, schedules run dry and issues happen sometimes. So what we ended up doing is opening this tournament up to all-around trivia. That's the first and foremost thing, is that it's no longer just movies. It is all-around trivia from, I don't know,
pop culture
to food to so what the pop culture is saying is there's actually 2 rounds that we're going to be streaming live during the tournament. One is going to be here on YouTube. We'll be streaming the second round, which is our movie speed round. It's a back and forth round. Different categories will be played, and you'll have to answer various questions from that category in a timely manner. You actually did pretty good in that round, surprisingly. Not surprisingly, actually. You're a great competitor.
I'm surprised you actually did good.
You beat me in Pokemon, so I can't talk smack. You beat my wife in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the match that she was going to walk through personally, and then I was completely wrong. I was proved wrong twice by this guy.
With The Walking Dead, that was right after I had that Star Wars 5-way match, which was my first run in the league, and I had no idea what to expect. So with The Walking Dead and the Pokemon, both of those were my forte. So if I didn't score well in those categories, and I wasn't going to score well ever.
But then you played pretty good against who'd you play in movies first?
I played Eli pretty early.
Yeah, and you actually put up a really good score against Eli. And speaking of which, since he's not here right now, if he showed up in the middle of this, it would have actually even added for some more intrigue, because David, I'd like to offer you a spot on the X Factor Alliance.
I mean, since the leader of my group, clan, whatever we're called, doesn't come around, I mean, I might as well.
Good. So during this tournament, I'm actually glad to announce that David Lopp will be playing under the X faction instead of Satisfaction. Eli, I wish that you would have showed up, man. You probably would have had a chance to counter offer and give him another shot, but.
Wait, it was called Satisfaction?
Yeah.
That's a pretty sweet name, I'm not going to lie.
All right, they may have a better name, but we're going to compile the best competitors for this tournament. I actually have another surprise for Eli later on, but we'll save that one for the tournament.
Ooh.
Got some stuff up my sleeve for this one.
I don't even know about that.
It's going to be exciting. This whole tournament is going to be extremely exciting.
Yeah.
And I haven't really addressed it very many times, but we are trying to get advertisements. So if you do know someone at the local business that would like to get some FaceTime out there to the general audience, we do see more view from the Banning, Beaumont, Yucaipa area. That's our majority base. But we are starting to get a broader audience from across the entire nation too. So thank you to all those that are happy with some of my videos recently, that they liked some of them. I know that a lot of people are really not happy with me about my Demi Lovato video, but
I thought it was great.
I thought there was nothing wrong with it. That a lot of the people that are upset misconstrue why I did that video. It's to represent clickbait, basically. if you haven't realized, like that's what my video even is. It's a mock-up on how they used a 10-second little part of a promo to catch everybody's attention and make everyone instantly feel, what did she say?
Yeah.
And pique your interest. So you got suckered in. And the same thing with following into my video. If you didn't like it, you got suckered into watching it anyways.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard that little ad from her, like I even stopped and was like, wait. Did she just say what I think she did?
And it is funny because I was actually at work the first time I really listened to it. So I'm kind of revealing some secrets that it wasn't really just that first time with you guys watching with me. I was up on a roof, so I couldn't film it at that time.
You could.
Well, I could have, but not really because my work, it shall not be named, because of copyright issues. They're branded super heavily, so I try to stay out of that one. Yeah.
Big corporate companies.
Yeah, basically be careful of that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're ever trying to do a YouTube video like us, beware of big corporations, and especially if you work for one, don't try to ever advertise that you do, especially if you say anything controversial, which apparently I did with that Demi Lovato video. Well, whatever. Back on the Trivia Underground League, the non-controversial subject. Actually, there has been some controversy. Controversy. There has been a great deal of controversy.
Was that Fire Marshal Bill, real quick?
That was basically what that was. Yeah, I like Jim Carrey a lot. So,
not a fan.
Really?
Him and
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Both of them, you can tell in the movie when they ran out of ideas, when they just do the loud, obnoxious noises, and it's just, I don't like it.
Oh, well, they're kind of the originator of that, so I give them credit for that reason.
Yeah. They're good at what they do. I just don't like what they do. That's all.
That's true. That everybody's entitled to their opinion. But and that's kind of how some of the league information has been played out so far too. There's been a little controversy here and there. Our very first match in the league, Adam and Aaron played in that match. I actually messed up and said that a Royale with cheese is from Amsterdam when it was really France. And I give Adam all the points for that one. He was absolutely correct that it is France. It is not Amsterdam.
Didn't Adam go on to win that despite that?
Yeah, despite it, he still ended up winning with the last question of the match. But to clear the air on that one, to make me not feel so guilty about it, and maybe Adam might show back up and play after losing to me in a controversial way.
I would love to play the guy.
I would love to see that matchup, but unfortunately, I think that in this all-around trivia thing, he may have a little bit more hesitation as opposed to movies, because in movies he was top 3-4 contender right there. Right now, technically at Prime, he would be sitting there to have a rematch with me to get a shot at the movie title, which will come back around. We're trying to decide whether we're going to do a movie trivia tournament or not. If you do want us to do it, I would suggest liking this video. It would really help out the channel a lot.
We're not going to know if they don't like it.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, then just don't like the video, and we will stop with the movies, and we will just go straight on to the all-around, where I think that and the TV trivia actually did pretty well, too, for a short stint. So maybe that will replace the movies. Still a lot of thoughts. So, like I said, either leave us a comment of what you think we should do trivia on next. We would really like that the most. Honestly, if you guys gave me a topic that you wanted to see us do a trivia match about, we can come up with competitors for that match. Sure. I can almost guarantee you that you'll say the category, we'll throw it out there, and then people right afterwards will be on it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even crazy things like Japanese anime.
I actually know several people that would play in that match.
Yeah.
And a little side note too, we're prepping up this month to wrap up some of our Star Wars stuff. not wrap it up completely because there's so much Star Wars content to cover.
Ever growing.
Yeah, and this some of the arcs that I'm working on right now are really entertaining. Anybody who does like Star Wars, come check it out like right away because this is going to be a fun thing to talk about afterwards. Shortened versions of our Rebels story, and it gives you a new perspective, basically.
I've been watching them, and I've never seen the show before, but I've been pretty entertained with the videos you've been making on them, to be honest.
Well, thank you. It does take a little bit of time. Those ones, I heard recently from another YouTuber that his videos take him roughly 10 hours, but I can understand with the quality that he's shooting at, that the resolution and dealing with that it's a little bit better than what we have right now at the moment. But that's also why we're trying to get the sponsorship for the Trivia League too, is that we can upgrade the quality. Like even right now, we're getting a little yin-yang action on the lighting because just how poorly funded we really are. We're like poor children trying to do Hollywood level quality work. It's not happening the way I wanted it to. But at the same time, it is. I will say that from a reception from the audience so far, I've really gotten a lot of positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would like is that positive feedback didn't come to me directly, that it would come in some of the comments, because some of the competitors want to know that what they're doing is entertaining for you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
If you do play in the league and you think that somebody else's style at something is pretty awesome, leave them that comment, let them know, because honestly, I will evolve and change constantly during the trivia tournaments. If you go back and watch from my first match to my last match, no song repeated itself ever, as opposed to where David's kind of found his medium with that Shipping Off to Boston.
Yeah, it kind of became my theme song.
Yeah, like right after that Patriots jersey in the first match like that, it was almost destined,
Yeah, it's true.
It was at that
and it
point.
kind of all became like accidentally, like it wasn't planned whatsoever, and then it just kind of stuck.
No, because you didn't start with that in your first two matches either. Your first two matches, you had a different song.
Yeah. Well, and I actually only wore that jersey because they were playing the Jaguars in the playoffs that day.
That's right. And you and Eli played, and then you took the W on it. And it looked like Brady wasn't even going to pull it off that day. And then he did at the end. Just like you ended up doing in the match, too. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of poetic, so to speak, that both you guys ended up winning on the same day. And
I should have played it in the Super Bowl.
I know, right? And then you would have had a better chance for Brady winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I actually rewatched that game last night. It was pretty good.
The Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
No, I ignored most of it.
Well, the first time I watched it, I wasn't of a good mind at the time. So I couldn't really pay attention to the actual football side.
All right. I will say that I did watch basically right before the play with Brady dropping that pass is when I picked up the game, and it was like poetic for me that I just turned it on and he drops the ball like right in.
That bothers me that people give him such a hard time over that, because
it's more that he didn't keep running through his route. Like he probably screams at his wide receivers, "Run through that so that I can get you the ball on time." Right. And he didn't follow his own advice.
Well, and people were giving him
quarterback.
Well, people gave him a lot of shade because he dropped the ball, but even when he's warming up, throwing the ball, there's a guy right next to him that catches the ball for him.
So he doesn't smash his fingers.
Yeah, I don't think he's probably caught a football since college. Like realistically, that's probably.
Why would you run that play?
I don't like the play, but I feel like throwing the shade on Belichick would be more deserved.
McDaniels, but Josh McDaniels is also the guy who called the play probably. So. It didn't look like Brady was too thrilled to run after that. But, all right, we're still talking about football like we always do. And if you haven't checked it out yet, West Coast Sports Debacle, we've done 3 drafts reviews on YouTube so far. Rams, Chargers, and Raiders.
With one more to come.
One more is still coming with the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Today we will be having on Facebook later on a Battle of the Bay for the NFL.
Yeah.
so that you guys can kind of see our view and take on it. I would try to get Ronnie Dominguez, the MMA fighter out of the area, to come on and represent the 49ers, and a drummer for a band called Kitty Karloff, Brandon Gray, to represent the 49ers. Hopefully they'll be on later on to talk with us, possibly within the group.
That'll be good to see their side of things, because
I would like to have a 49ers take on it, because of it's going to be very lopsided.
Easy lopsided.
You like that catch one right there?
But to be honest, though, we are pretty unbiased with our the way we talk about things.
That's true, and we are going to base it more off of just position by position breakdown too, so that'll help a little bit for us.
Yeah, we're not really the type of people when we're like, go Raiders, and it's like they're not good, but
well, and even when they're not good, I love the Raiders very much.
Right, but you're not going to pretend they're the best team.
Yeah, and because I can still compare and contrast. Like all you have to do is look at the teams in the division.
Yes.
And that's mostly what I started doing, and that's what started this West Coast sports debacle thing. Anyways, that I wanted to talk about West Coast teams in general. There's a lot of them, so we've started off slow, but we'll pick up over time. And it seems like if you guys have a good reception to this, even like you had so far, we will continue this. We will have more episodes from the sports side of Summit Pass Studios. Summit Pass Studios Sports, as we're calling it, because LaPierre is going to be taking over on his channel, doing some sports stuff here and there eventually. I'm throwing out this for you guys now, so that if you don't already subscribe to him, subscribe to Optimized Gaming, so that you have your pathway into that when that comes up too.
Right. Over here, we're kind of focusing more on like the general football aspect of it, where on my channel, I'm going to be breaking down a little bit more detailed, talking also fantasy-wise, DFS.
And that's where his channel is going to have a little bit more of that fantasy. Is definitely going to be more of that fantasy. We will break down statistics sometimes on the show, but not a lot. I don't like to talk stats as much as continuity and player upheaval and rotate.
That's a good word.
I try. I try to sound smart, I guess. And remember, we're doing this off the cuff. There's no script.
No. We don't script anything ever.
No. Honestly, I think that the last 3 trivia matches, speaking of the Underground Trivia League, which is what we should be talking about mostly, have been unscripted. Completely unscripted. The Harry Potter match that's coming up, I haven't even started editing on it. Sorry, Trisha. I just completely forgot.
Did you already film it?
Yeah, it's filmed.
Oh, nice.
It's just I have not put it up yet. It will go up before the tournament or after the first round.
One or the other.
I'm not sure yet. To be honest with you guys, I started this Rebels Arc thing and I started the sports, and then I looked back and was like, oh, I forgot that I have 2 matches to edit still, and I haven't got them done. I'm sorry. I just have not got them done.
Hard to do 50 different things at the same time.
Yeah, and then work for my nameless company. Nameless, faceless. My boss is also nameless, faceless. You can't even look at him. Yeah. It's a fact, actually.
He's just a dark cloud.
You will get fired if you look at my boss.
So, in the tournament coming up,
who
are some people that you think people should be looking out for to really make some noise in the tournament?
All right, so we have some new competitors and some old ones coming to you guys. One matchup that I'm really excited for right off the bat is that we get 2 veteran players playing up against each other. It's going to happen at the end of the first round, unfortunately, for all of you guys on YouTube. Those who are going to stream it live will get to see part of this match. Like I said, second round will be on YouTube. Third round, our sound round, will be aired on Facebook, so that you guys can check that one out too. Less copyright flags on Facebook, so running the sound round on there shouldn't be too much of an issue live. So yeah, we'll be bringing some of that for you guys too. You may only get to see commentators' faces and get to hear the answers from the competitors, but you will get to see the round, so you'll get to see.
Yeah, you can't really flip flop with the camera.
No, because we don't. But once again, poorly funded. Poorly funded. Another. So this matchup though is Jasmine and Angie.
Should be a good one.
So Jasmine Parton, the movie trivia champion, going up against her longtime friend, her nemesis for this match, Angie Foxy Jones. So this, like I said, is one I've been waiting for a while. Me personally, I always thought that the friend against friend matchup is super exciting.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about this matchup here?
I think it's going to be great because Angie doesn't have a large sample size in the league, but she's done well every time she's played. And then she's facing Jasmine, like you said, the movie champion. So that right there says a lot. When you got guys like yourself, myself, the other David. I mean, we can go on and talk about all the great competitors. So I think it's going to be really good. I expect it to be one of those last question type victories.
My other exciting matchup, David, is a husband and wife matchup.
Okay.
That I've kind of kept close to the chest for a while. And I really hope that Dan enters into LaRussa's The Best Around. No one's ever gonna bring you down. Karate Kid. You know the Karate Kid song? No? Oh, well, I'll look it up. But Dan and Mary Johns, the Harry Potter contender, are going to be playing off in this all-around trivia tournament up against each other, kind of a battle of husband and wife.
What's your take on this match?
I want to say that whoever wins this match will be wearing the pants in the relationship, but that's a false statement.
Probably the opposite for the night.
Whoever loses is actually going to be the one that actually controls most of the leverage, because the other one's going to feel bad that they beat the other one. But remember,
in the ideal world,
there is a chance that either one of them could go for the prize at the end, so it's not really that big of a loss.
That's true.
You know, like overall, they basically hedge their bets by both joining into the tournament together. They guarantee one of them to move on to the next round.
That's true.
And speaking of that, there is a possibility that our two carne asada cooks, the Pollos Hermanos themselves, Nick and Mike, I'm trying to convince them into playing. And if you guys are watching the stream later on, comment in there and tell me I'm crazy, but I think that you guys should compete against each other. David does too.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, especially you're going to be here anyways. And I don't know why people are afraid to play in the all-around trivia specifically when anyone can do it. It's, because I can see, like, say if you're doing like horror movie trivia, right? And myself, I'm not a horror movie kind of guy.
Me either. I would do terrible.
Right. But anyone knows halfway what's going on in the world, and I remember when I had my match against Lucky, it was anything from history to music to movies to anything.
And that's where my strength would be more even than the movies. But I'm trying to stay out of these tournaments because I want it to be fair for everyone in there and not seem like I'm just running through another tournament again. Because Jasmine did beat me, my sister did beat me, this guy beat me. I am a mortal person, but I get more complaints about me competing than me commentating. So I'm bowing out for now until we can find that Eli wants to take back over the commissioner slot from me, and we bring back movies.
Is that a hint?
And, or I end up winning the Star Wars championship from David Wetter, which I am basically calling you out right now.
But I want to see that match. I've been calling out that match for a month now.
I've been waiting for it. And it's May. It's May. This is Star Wars month.
Yeah.
It's only right. It's only right.
And really, it should have been done a couple days ago.
I thought the same thing.
On the 4th.
Yeah, we should have just had that match live.
That would be sweet.
So you could have all seen it. I plan on David next, and then if Schmodown will let me, I'll take down Sam Witwer. Darth Maul himself. Darth Maul and the Rebels. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, check out tomorrow. Rebels Arc series, Darth Maul. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. A lot of details that you probably didn't know because you didn't watch the animated series.
Yeah.
And if you did, thumbs up to you. Because it's fun. A lot of fun. All right, moving on to another match. David, it doesn't look like we have another competitor right now that's filled the 11 o'clock time slot against you.
It's okay. I'll take a bye. The thing about bye in tournaments is that he always competes, but he never wins. So he's got heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I like facing bye.
Bye?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. He's a good guy, though.
Yeah.
He really tries hard.
Just tons of heart. No talent, but tons of heart.
Yeah. Gives it his all every time.
Like Rudy.
Bye. Bye. You're already eliminated before you even get started. But yeah, an actual set match. I do have a plan for this one. It's two other competitors that have already played in the league. Two ladies,
It's gonna be a good
both
match.
talented in their own right. One is an amazing artist. The other one is also an amazing artist. And you think that I'm going to be talking about Brittany right now, but it's actually not. It is Trisha Stoll Hamilton, hyphen it, or whatever, versus Ashley Rhodes, the artist Ashley.
Mhm.
So if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. And Britt, the artist, as well. Those are our two artists that work with Summit Pass Studios on and off. My wife depends on when she wants to work for me. I don't think she likes working for me, so that's why she has her own channel.
Makes sense.
Understandable. Like, I don't like working for me. I'm a terrible boss. I don't pay myself good.
It's a problem. So that was weird.
Yeah. All right.
Is this Ashley's first match or second match?
Second match.
Yeah, I knew it was
Second
early.
match, and she's commentated one, too.
I think she commentated one of my matches.
Yes, that's right. I believe it was the Pokemon match that she commentated.
Yes.
She didn't get to get. She wasn't seen on that match because nobody on the commentator side actually got noticed on that match at all. The film corrupted on itself, and so I made a match out of what we had. And so at the end of the Pokemon match, you even lose me and David for a little bit.
Which is disappointing. That was honestly, to me, one of the best matches that the league's ever had.
Oh, yeah,
You
because
had-
scoring, it was massive scoring. It
Both
was
of us
back
broke
and
the
forth.
record.
I know. Right, and that was my frustration with it, too, that it didn't even get as many views as you would expect Pokemon to get, too.
Yeah.
It was an exciting match, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not seen that one already, go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you will enjoy the heck out of it.
Yeah, it was great. Bet you'll never forget the Porygon question ever again.
No, I will never forget that.
Everyone in the room knew it but you. How did that
literally-
feel? Like, what was going through your mind when
That
you
was
knew
the
that?
that was like the first time, until you'll see a Schmodown reaction I did, that I really felt stumped on anything. And then kind of what it's done is after that, I played a mock match against my wife that you'll never get to see. It was played. It's kind of like that the Rocky versus Apollo fight, behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
They
ding,
know.
ding.
Yeah, exactly. And Brittany and me tied.
Wow.
Flat out. Just
In what category?
all around trivia.
Oh, nice.
All around trivia, and we tied. I played in teams after that, and that match also got corrupted, so you'll never get to see that one. Sorry.
That sucks.
We lost that one too to Brandon and Ashley. They deserve credit.
You're
beat
just on a
us.
slump right now, bro.
And then, Cassie was before Adam too. So I
Mhm.
lost to Cassie. I beat Adam by a technicality, which I don't even feel like is a complete win on my part anymore. After this losing streak, I'm just kind of like,
It was like 4 in a row or 3 in
oh
a row.
man, it's been brutal. And then there's another match that's coming up that you'll get to see. You'll see how it plays out. And then the Harry Potter match, I got to be involved with it. We'll just say that. Like, I was not happy being involved with it. I was waiting for David.
Me?
No, the other one.
Oh. gonna say I
Still.
don't remember.
I'm still waiting on that battle.
I never heard the story, so after the stream, you can tell me.
Yeah, because I can't divulge spoilers on the live stream.
Right.
Especially since you're gonna watch this later on and then be like, well, why did you watch the Harry Potter match anymore if I tell you what happened with that right now?
My brother did that when The Sixth Sense came out, and he's all telling my parents like, "Oh, you have to go see it, but you have to know Bruce Willis is dead." Like before they even like go and see the movie, so they're like, "You're an idiot." Like, how are you gonna like because that's one of the biggest plot twists like in movies, you know, like of all time, and you're gonna ruin it and then act like you're not.
I know.
It's like saying, by the way, Darth Vader is Luke's father. Thank you.
Oh man, big spoiler on that one.
Yeah.
What a man. See, I don't like spoilers though.
Yeah. Well, have you seen Infinity Wars yet?
No.
Dude, it is amazing. So basically, when
Wait.